It's nothing.
Can we talk about it?
I don't want to talk about it. Just leave me alone.
Please.
What did she see? What did you see? Was this just a helpful educator trying to comfort an upset student or something more? Did the other educator do the right thing by just walking away? It was obvious that whatever she saw made her uncomfortable, maybe even suspicious. What would you do? What are you required to do, not only by state law, but by your own conscience? The program you're about to watch is designed to address what we all know has become a serious problem throughout the country's school systems and in our society as a whole: child abuse. Any adult, whether you're an educator, employee, or subcontractor, you hold a unique responsibility to our students. We are often the ones that spend the greatest time with them during the day, and therefore are in the unique position to observe changes in behavior that might indicate that there is a serious problem. We will be discussing not only what the law and administration expects, but more importantly, what to look for and recognize in both students and adults that would arouse suspicion. We are not only dealing with student-teacher relationships, but also, and equally important, to recognize physical and sexual abuse that is taking place outside the school. The adults we trust to protect children can't always be trusted. Coaches, teachers, clergy, and parents are authority figures children feel they can trust. Yet a large percentage of those who abuse children are from these groups. These are adults who have the opportunity to groom children with affection and attention, making it difficult for children to identify certain behaviors as abuse. They know that children have been taught to obey them. This is why programs that focus on adult responsibility are essential. Welcome. I'm Dr. Carrie Brewy. Pennsylvania Act 126 of 2012 mandates that all school employees receive training in recognizing and reporting child abuse. This program will be divided into 3 segments with opportunity to review each segment's material at the end. You will learn how to define and identify abuse, how to recognize the signs of an adult who might be an abuser or is grooming a child. We will take you in detail through the required reporting process so you are familiar with what to expect and what is expected of you. And finally, we will talk to your colleagues and those associated with the school district to find out what your concerns are and to dispel any misunderstanding that you have in regards to recognizing, reporting, and responsibilities. We're here today with Kristen Lynn and Robin Boyer. Ladies, the first question has to be, how do we define sexual, physical, and mental abuse?
There's actually 5 types of abuse covered underneath the Child Protective Services law. The first is serious physical injury, or what we would consider to be physical abuse. And that's any injury that's non-accidental, would cause severe pain and or impairment to a child. So we're talking about bruises or burns or fractures, some of those things.
Some of the other types are imminent risk, which is by happenstance or third-party intervention, a child's not physically or sexually abused. So we see that more with cases of domestic violence, when a child's coming to school reporting to their teacher that their 2-year-old sibling was being held and their mom was being beaten.
Okay.
That all falls under imminent risk and needs to be reported. Another type is mental abuse. Mental abuse is a condition where a child's emotional being is hindered. They can't function day to day at a developmentally appropriate stage. They are hindered by the damage that's caused at home. It's one of the hardest abuses to investigate, and we actually need a psychiatrist or a physical physician to document that for us.
Sexual abuse then is the involvement of children in any kind of sexual activity. They can either be involved in the actual act, or they can be exposed to sexual activity or things of a sexual nature. It's things that they're not ready for developmentally and things that they can't give consent for.